Paul Craig versus Gadshimirad Antigulov is a light heavyweight bout. Paul Craig has achieved a record 12 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Gadshimirad Antigulov has achieved a record 20 wins, 6 losses. Okay, so Antigulov actually has 2 fights inside the UFC, and his first fight was against Ion Cutelaba. And in the fight, he actually achieved 3 takedowns, but Ian reversed the position and just started landing a bunch of ground and pound, giving Antigulov his first UFC loss. His second fight was into Michael Oleksielkusk, who in just 44 seconds knocked out Gadshimirad. And, in this fight, even though it was just 44 seconds, I saw that Antigulov actually attempted 2 takedowns, making me think whenever he's against a striker, he'll probably just go for takedowns. Okay, now let's take a look at his opponent, Paul Craig. Paul Craig has been inside the UFC since 2016, where he actually started off with a submission victory over Henrique da Silva. After that amazing show of striking and grappling, he fought Tyson Pedro. In this fight, he actually went for 3 takedowns, but he couldn't really land any of them as Tyson Pedro clipped Paul Craig, knocking him down where the fight was stopped. After this disappointing loss, he faced Khalil Roundtree, and in this fight, he was actually looking pretty good, and in my opinion, he was about to win the first round. But with just 4 seconds left in the first round, Khalil threw an absolute bomb and knocked Paul out. 4 seconds, giving him his second loss ever. After this fight, he fought at the time undefeated fighter Magomed Ankalaev, and he was losing the first 2 rounds, which means in the 3rd round, he needed to get a KO or submission if he wanted to win the fight. With about a minute and a half left in the fight, he achieved a takedown and just started doing a bunch of ground and pound, and with just 1 second left in the fight, Paul got the TKO victory. With 1 second left in the fight. That's just insane. After that fight, I would say like the same sort of thing kind of happened to him as when he faced Jimmy Crute. I would say he would have won the fight, just like Magomed would have won the fight by decision, but with 9 seconds left in the fight, Jimmy Crute pulled off a submission with 9 seconds, giving Paul his 3rd ever loss. After that loss, he got another last-second win over Kennedy Nzechukwu. I don't know how to say the name. But he got that by submission with just 40 seconds left inside of that fight. With 40 seconds. Dude. In his next fight against, at the time, undefeated fighter Alonzo Menifield KO'd Paul inside of the 1st round. In his next fight, he did really good, much better than his previous fights against Vincius Moreira, as he knocked him down in the 1st round and he got back up, but after that, he took him back down and completed a buttload of ground and pound to the middle of the 1st round, where he got the submission victory. In his next fight, I really have no idea what the judges were thinking, making this fight a draw, as, Paul had double the strikes, double the significant strikes, and the same number of takedowns against Mauricio Hua. Okay, so I would say that both of these fighters are more wrestling, grappling type of guys, and I think in this fight, I think Paul's going to try and strike for a bit and then go for a takedown, maybe in like the 2nd round. But Antigulov is probably going to go for takedowns right at the beginning. And I think whoever can get that first takedown and just start controlling the other fighter on the ground is probably going to get the win. And that leads to my decision. Even though he's the underdog, just because he's always going for takedowns in his fights, and in this fight, if he could just take Craig down, I say he's probably going to get his first win inside of the UFC by decision. Alright. If you agree, disagree, or just have something to say, make sure to put it in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get back to every single one of those comments. Make sure to like, subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so it would really, really help me out if you would hit that subscribe button. It's been fun, but I'm out of here.